Hello. Hello. How are we? Hopefully everyone's having a luxurious Thursday. The club's going up on a Tuesday, but it's Thursday. Thank you guys all for stopping by today's stream. Make sure you guys leave a like on the way into today's stream. We're going to have a great one today. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I do have to post that thing. Like, did you guys hit the like button? Because it actually does help get likes. I'll answer your guys' questions in just a couple of seconds here. All right. Nope, I gotta put my phone on mute. Sorry about that. What's going on? Yeah, I know. I can't believe it's week 5 either, to be completely honest with you. It was shocking to learn that it's already week 5. It feels like the season started 4 seconds ago. It's already October. And for me, at least, as someone that really likes football, it feels like the fall goes by so fast, right? The season starts, and then out of nowhere, it's like not even really Halloween. It's like it hits you. It's like, holy shit, it's Thanksgiving. And it's like, oh, now it's Christmas. It's like, how did that even happen? That's how it always feels, at least for me. And today, I walked into Moe's before the stream because I want to get something to eat. I was going to have chicken wings for dinner. And I was like, nah, let me just go get Moe's because I'm a huge Moe's guy. I love Mexican food. And I went in there, got my Moe's, and I realized I was wearing my 9-inch Nicholas Foles t-shirt. I was like, oh man, I look like such an asshole, right? Who the hell wears a shirt like this in public? Now I wear it all the time in the videos because it's like, oh, it's funny. It's a 9-inch Nick Foles t-shirt, but to wear it in public was a little much. But make sure you guys hit that like button. We got 15 likes on the stream. We got 48 people watching said stream. So make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm going to answer your guys' questions in like 2 seconds. I'm just going to make sure that I put that thing in the chat that's like, did you guys hit the like button? Because it actually does help get likes. I've noticed over the last couple of streams, my likes have went up huge in a big way. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then we're going to start answering questions here. I really appreciate all you guys. Love you guys so much. Did you hit like? Question mark. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit like? Like, I don't think that sounds right. Did you hit the like button? Yes or no? All right. Let's do it. Let's get into it. I just traded Jacobs and Waddle for Tyreek, and now my starting running backs are Gibbs and Najee, while my receivers are Hill, Moore, and Chase. Not sure how I feel about it. I probably would have kept Jacobs and Waddle if I'm being honest with you. What's up, Spock? What's going on, everybody? Let's go, Nick. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, my man? What's up, Tater Toddy? What's up, Tyron? How you doing? What's up, Nick? Pick 2. Here, let me just go ahead and pop the chat out, so I don't have to have my fucking look at myself like, because right now I'm looking at myself straight on, right? I can see myself as I'm moving. But if I leave the stream open and I don't just pop the chat out, I'm looking at like another version of myself talking like 3 seconds. There's like a 3-second delay on the stream. So I prefer to just look at that. Pick 2, Tyron, Ridley, Higgins, Addison, D-Hop, 2, Jacoby Myers. I don't think Higgins going to play. I'm going to go Addison and Ridley. Old Saint Nick. What's up, guys? What's up? Rock out with your cock out with the super chat. Getting it early. It does help the algorithm, Tater Toddy. Rock out. Walker on bye. McLaughlin or Roshan Johnson. All right, so real quick, we are just going to do a the itsy bitsy spider, an itsy bitsy Google search here on Javonte Williams. Now, from what I read today, Javonte Williams practiced in limited fashion, but I want to make sure that I read it correctly before I say it, right? I just want to say something that's not true. So Javonte Williams didn't practice Wednesday. But where's the Thursday report? Logs limited practice. All right. So the problem with this question is, and it's not your fault, is we have no idea how Javonte is going to practice tomorrow and going forward. So my best bet, I guess Roshan is safer, right? I think Roshan is probably the safer bet But I'm going McLaughlin. Seems like Sean Payton wants to give him the ball regardless of if Javonte Williams is in the game or not. So I don't think really either of these guys are going to have that tremendous of performances, right? Walker's on bye. Normally you're fine at running back. You eat a bye week this week. You don't have Walker. So I'm just going to go with the upside of McLaughlin. I think he has, or McLaughlin. I have no idea the fuck to say this guy's name. He just has a little bit more upside, in my opinion. The Broncos should be able to run the ball relatively effectively in that spot. I think they're going to be able to give McLaughlin the ball. Roschon Johnson, it seems like Khalil Herbert is the running back one. Now, who knows how that's going to trend this week, but Herbert did look really good last week. So I'm just going to go with Chase McLaughlin and just hope that even if Javonte plays, we still see him get a couple of touches, because it's not like we're getting a crazy amount of Roschon Johnson touches either. I'm just going to go with the guy that I believe has more skill, has more oof, has more upside. Colin Pacey, thank you for the super chat. Curtis Samuel or Josh Downs in my flex. So Curtis Samuel, I believe, is coming into this game banged up. He did play well last week, but that's one of those situations where I talk about this a lot on the channel, right? A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, right? Curtis Samuel is one of those guys that's just like Rashid Shaheed, right? Just like a Calvin Austin, right? A guy who's going to get you 15 points out of the ass randomly every couple of weeks, right? You're never going to know when it's going to happen. But randomly, once every couple of weeks, you're going to see a guy like Curtis Samuel pop off. So do I want to bet on him metaphorically this week when he already did it last week, when he already looked good last week? So I'm going to go with Josh Downs. I like this Colts offense a ton. I think with Jonathan Taylor coming back, that's going to help out the offense even further. Josh Downs is the clear number 2 behind Michael Pittman, who is the 1, and then Alec Pierce is the number 3. Josh Downs had a bit of a down game last week, but I don't expect that to happen this week. I'd like the matchup for him as well. So I'm going to go with Josh Downs. Rockout says, I got Javonte too. Okay, so then you're in an even better situation, right? So if Javonte goes, then boom, you can just start Javonte. If Javonte doesn't go, then you can pivot to McLaughlin and you'll be mighty fine, right? You don't have to worry about Roschon tonight. Again, I like Roschon a decent amount. I do actually think he's a pretty talented player. Looked really good at Texas in college. He was actually the guy before Bijan, and then when they got Bijan, they're like, okay, we need to give this guy 7 gazillion carries. And they gave it to Bijan, rightfully so. But Roschon Johnson has some pretty good college tape. He's a good player. But I think you're in the better position here, just starting McLaughlin and then waiting on Javonte. Hunter, CJ Stroud or Jordan Love Me Tender, and then Pittman or Collins. Great question here. So Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud. Jordan Love has yet to really do us wrong at all this season. Now, I know he hasn't been like a top 10 quarterback every single game, but right now he's a top 5 quarterback in fantasy scoring. Outside of week 1, CJ Stroud has also been very dominant. So it's very good that you have 2 starting quarterbacks that you really like. Now, the Packers this week, I feel like, I don't know why the fuck I just went so dark like that. Turn that up slightly so I don't look super dark, but let me just Google real quick. I want to make sure I say the Packers matchup correctly so I don't say something wrong here like an idiot. Yeah, the Packers play the Raiders on Monday Night Football. The Raiders defense is soft as baby shit, and Aiden O'Connell or Jimmy Garoppolo might be able to keep this game relatively close enough for where Jordan Love could really dominate. CJ Stroud also has a pretty good matchup, if I'm being honest with you, but I definitely go Jordan Love. And then Pittman or Collins, that's another real toss-up question. They're both really close for me. I would go Pittman, though. I do genuinely really believe that the addition of Jonathan Taylor into this offense, even if Jonathan Taylor's not out there 80% of the snaps, week 1, week 5, but week 1 of JT come back, if they just do like a 50-50 type split, right? Half Moss, half Jonathan Taylor, I really think this offense is going to start humming at an even better rate. So yeah, I would go Pittman. It's very close between Pittman or Collins. I just kind of like Pittman's matchup better, if I'm being honest with you. So Jordan Love and Michael Pittman. But again, Collins is very close. Collins has been on fire as well. So it is really a tough decision. Pittman had a shit game last week, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't judge guys if they have one bad game. Out of 4 games, you have one bad one. It is what it is, right? I'm not here to run away and say that you got to bench him. And Collins has been good, then bad, then good, then bad every other week. And he played good last week. So maybe that trend continues and he plays bad this week. So we're going to go with Michael Pittman Jr. and Jordan Love Me Tender, Love Me Sweet. Vic number 7. Are you a doctor? I am as much of a doctor as Johnny Sins, as I always say. No, I'm not a doctor. But everyone knew that, right? That's why he asked, for the joke, the bit equity there. And I gave it to him. All right. Next question here. Thank you for the super chat, Vic number 7. I greatly appreciate you, my man. Taylor Thank you for the super chat. Is this a fair trade? Trade away Debo and Brian Robinson for Amon Ra and Khalil Herbert. The guy is in last place. His running backs are Samaje and Khalil. So if you are, I think that is a fair trade, but if I'm being honest with you, I would definitely rather have Debo and Brian Robinson though. Because, right, what are the odds that Khalil really repeats how he played last week for the long season? Now, could he go ahead and show up this week and have a good game? 100%, right? It's not like the defense he's going up against tonight are some world beaters in the Commanders, but is he really going to be able to put up those numbers week in and week out? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be very up and down for him. So I'd rather hold Debo and Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson has been playing at an unreal level. This Commanders offense under Eric Bieniemy has looked really solid week in and week out. I know they're not some world-beating offense or something, but I would definitely hold Debo and Brian Robinson, especially because Debo has looked really good when he's healthy. So I would not make that trade personally. I don't think it's like unfair or you're getting ripped off, but I would definitely hold Debo and Brian Robinson personally. Brian Gabriel says, Justin Fields got dropped. Should I pick him up? 100%. Now, look, I'm not here to tell you that Justin Fields is going to come out every single week and fucking dominate like he did last week. I don't even know how he's going to play tonight, right? I've told a decent amount of people that I'd rather play CJ Stroud. I'd rather play Jordan Love than Justin Fields. The upside is very much there. But what you're going to want to do is just throw him on your bench, right? You just have him sit there. He's chilling on the bench. And if he starts putting up solid game after solid game, then you're like, you know what? I'm glad I picked this guy up. And guess what? If he sucks, all you did was pick him up. It's not like you drafted him in the fifth round like I thought you should in the offseason. So, yeah, if Justin Fields is available, he's still alive. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened. I hope that wasn't much of an issue for you guys. But what I was saying was, if someone drops him in your league, you have to pick him up. You have to 100% pick up Justin Fields. His upside is too high to sit on the waiver wire. Even if he sucks on your bench, no harm, no foul, because you got him off the waiver wire. So I'm going to go ahead and go with picking up Justin Fields 100%. Yeah, sorry that it was laggy. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now? My internet does suck at times. I apologize. Yeah, my internet connection is cheeks. I know. We pay for the super good internet here, and it doesn't fucking matter. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I was saying, sorry about cutting in and out. What I was really saying about Justin Fields is if someone cut him, you have to pick him up. If he's available in your league, you have to pick him up. I get that he might suck, but at the end of the day, you didn't have to draft him in the 4th or 5th round, right? You're just picking him up off the waiver wire. If he sucks for the next couple of games, you can just cut him. But you got him for free off the waiver wire, and you could potentially pick up a top 3 quarterback if he picks things up. So again, sorry about my internet connection. It does get a little bit choppy, like some waves at points. It is what it is, right? You pay for all this good internet. We have really good internet, and it just doesn't fucking matter. So it is what it is. I mean, it's good for uploading videos. It's just streaming is just, it drops at some points. But I think as a whole, like over the hour 15 of this stream, there'll probably be like a minute total where it's a bit laggy. So that's not that bad. We play McLaurin over Dobbs 100%. 100%. I have been pretty off on McLaurin the last couple of weeks. But man, oh man, if you sit McLaurin after what this matchup is and how good he has looked, you would be a little bit crazy. So I would go ahead and play McLaurin over Dobbs 100%, right? It's not even close for me. I am playing McLaurin. I did say the thing for you, Vic. It's 100% McLaurin. I like Dobbs, but don't overthink things playing McLaurin. Again, the matchup against the Bears is amazing. Eric's looking fucking huge in his profile picture. Herbert or Gibbs in the flex. ETN and James Cook are his running backs. So this is a pretty good question because it's basically the safety net versus the upside, right? You get Gibbs. We know Gibbs isn't going to explode, right? Because we know that Dan Campbell loves to give the rock, what's up, Mark, to David Montgomery, right? You know, we know they're on the goal line. Gibbs could run 99 yards backwards, juke out the whole defense like he's Bo Jackson in fucking Tecmo Bowl. And guess what? We know David Montgomery's getting the touchdown. And we also know that they don't really trust Gibbs that much. But, and this is a big but, Herbert hasn't proved shit outside of one huge week 1 performance. And I don't think that's necessarily going to happen against this defense. So personally, Eric, I'll give you two answers. If it's my team, I'm playing Gibbs. If it's my team, I'm playing Gibbs because I'm getting the guaranteed 10-ish points. I'm not going to be disappointed. If you're feel like, okay, I'm going to lose this game, I need the high upside, right? Herbert might get you 4 points, but he could get you 25. So if you want the risky option, go Herbert. Personally, I would play Gibbs, though. He's just way safer. Jason, thank you for the super chat, my man. I greatly appreciate you from Canada. Oh, Canada. Half PPR. Cousins or Richardson. Flex. DJ Moore, Myers, Garrett Wilson. Lastly, use it number 2 waiver spot on Waller. I have Musgrave. I would pick up Waller. Again, it's a waiver wire ad. Just like Justin Fields. I get, you don't want to burn the number 2 spot. There's a chance that the Giants eventually figure it out. Now, I don't think it's Daniel Jones's fault. I don't know if it's Brian Daboll's fault. It really is just the offensive line. The offensive line just shits the bed. There was a play against the Seahawks where Daniel Jones got sacked. It had to have been in 1 second. Like, I'm not even kidding. The ball was snapped. The guy wasn't blocked, and Daniel Jones got rocked. It was embarrassingly bad offensive line play. So I would pick up Waller. If you had Musgrave, just go ahead and pick up Waller. Again, Waller might suck for the rest of the season, but it's not like you had to draft him where he was being drafted. I loved Waller in the pre-draft process. I love Justin Fields. The guys have disappointed me, and I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, I'd pick up Waller. And then Cousins or Richardson. I'm going Cousins. I love this matchup up against the Chiefs. I feel like this is going to be the highest scoring game of the week. Tit for tat, high scoring affair. Richardson should be fine as well, but I'm definitely going Cousins. I get he shit the bed last week, right? 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and him trying to tackle the guy that picked them off was a bad look for him. But yeah, definitely Kirk Cousins. And then DJ Moore, Myers, or Garrett Wilson. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I would personally lean with, I think I'm going to go Garrett Wilson. It's close between the 3. If I knew for sure Jimmy Garoppolo was playing, I would go with Myers, but I think I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson. The matchup against Denver, the Denver defense just has not shown up. Zach Wilson looked pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and go with Cousins. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson, and then I'm going to say I think it's a good move to pick up Waller. Vic said traded A.J. Brown and Herbert for Diggs and Connor. Good move, or yeah, I think that is a good move, personally. Mike Nowak said Pittman or Ridley. That's a good one. Ridley has been a guy that I wouldn't say bust. He's not been a bust this year, right? I highly advocated for him. Week 1, I looked like a fucking genius. I don't know. There was a lot of people in the comment section in the offseason that were like, Nick, you're an idiot for liking Ridley. Nick, you're an idiot. This guy hasn't played in a year and a half. Nick, this, that, and the other thing. The Jaguars aren't as good as you think. And then week 1, he smashes. I'm like, holy shit, I'm a genius. And then week 2, week 3, week 4, kind of silent like the night where St. Nick comes. But I think ultimately, at the end of the day, even up against the Bills defense, I can't sit Ridley. I just can't do it. I like Pittman, but I can't sit Ridley. And man, it's tough. I've been a Pittman guy all offseason as well. Spock saying Pittman's getting a lot of love from the analysts. Not a lot of analysts were on Pittman this offseason, but I was, right? Because I'm a genius, as we all know. But I was a big Pittman guy. I'm a big Ridley guy. I think I just have to go with Ridley in London town. Ridley has been in London for 2 weeks. I think that's a big advantage. I think the Bills are going in tomorrow to London. I think that might bite him in the ass, not coming a little bit earlier. So I'm going to go with Calvin Ridley. It's basically a toss-up, but I'm going Ridley. Fields or Purdy, and then Jaylen Warren or Dameon Pierce. Great question. I'm definitely going Dameon Pierce, Juan, for the second part. And then Fields versus Purdy. I'm going to give you a choose your own adventure. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to start, and then I'm going to give you the answer that I would give. So Purdy versus Fields. If you want to guarantee yourself 15 points, play Brock Purdy. If you want to guarantee yourself a safe game where your team doesn't get butt fucked by Justin Fields, then play Purdy. If you can handle that Fields might score 10 fantasy points, he might score less, right? He could throw 3 picks in this game, and it wouldn't surprise me. But if you want that big upside, that 30-plus point game, go Fields. So personally, I'm playing Fields, but the safer bet is Purdy, and then Dameon Pierce 100% over Jaylen Waddle away. Waddle. Yeah, they're paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year, which is absolutely hilarious. It's bad news bears for them. Zach, thank you for the super chat, my man. Start Dobbs or Ridley in the flex, and then Hall or Jaleel. Great question. And that's a huge-ass fish you got in your profile picture. Dobbs or Ridley, definitely playing Ridley. Again, playing Pittman over Ridley isn't insane. Playing Dobbs over Ridley is. That's kind of one of those where you're really trying to overthink things, right? You saw Dobbs perform well, and yes, I agree. He did look good. And he's had multiple good games this season. But I think at the end of the day, you are heavily overthinking things if you are starting Dobbs over Ridley. I think Ridley's going to have a much better game. He even scored a touchdown last week. And then Hall or Jaleel. I'm going Hall. The Jets, Salah said himself that, hey, we are going to go ahead and not have a snap count on Breece Hall. We are going to let him loose. Now, when saying that, he kind of regurgitated that they're still going to use Dalvin Cook, which is pretty annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna go Breece Hall and then Ridley. I think Hall is gonna have a pretty huge game if he gets the carries that he deserves. Labyrinth, the UFC breakdown. What's going on? MVS and Watson lead the Chiefs in snap percentage, but Rashee Rice leads in targets and touch percentage. Is this week that Rice establishes himself as the guy? That's a great question. So the one thing to understand about the Chiefs is every single week it is going to be different who the number one player is. Now, MVS has not shown up this season. I get he's getting the targets. He hasn't done shit. And as someone who has been a MVS guy in the past, he's never going to actually establish himself as the number one. At points in last season, it kind of seemed like it, but again, he could never hold on to it. So, yeah, if I had to guess which one of these guys is going to establish themselves as the number one, it's not going to be Kadarius Toney because that guy has stone hands. The best bet would be either Sky Moore or Rashee Rice. So I would say, yes, I think Rice is going to establish himself as the guy. But the problem is the guy in the offense is Travis Kelce. And Patrick Mahomes tries to kind of deviate the passes, right? He likes to distribute the wealth, right? He's like Oprah. You get the ball, you get the ball. He throws the ball to fucking everyone as long as you're open. Even Kadarius Toney, who had stone hands, if you remember in week 1, Toney was still getting the rock. So if I had to guess, Nick, which receiver out of this group finishes highest in KC, I would tell you, yeah, I think it's going to be Rashee Rice. But the only guy you're ever going to actually want to play that catches passes from Mahomes, unless you count Pacheco, would be Travis Kelce. So, yeah, I think Rice will establish himself as the guy. And if I'm in a deeper league, I'm willing to take a shot on Rice on bye weeks. You can go ahead and throw Rashee Rice out there, right? But unless you're down bad at the receiver position, it's going to be hard to roll Rashee Rice out there because we all know that Mahomes just likes to throw the ball around too much for that. I hope I helped you with that. Barter Mania says, karma for my week. Answer a random viewer question. Cheers all. Thank you, Barter. I appreciate you. All right. I'm just going to click on a random question here. So thank you. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the donation, actually. I appreciate you. Hunter Henry or Logan Thomas? This is a great one here. I like Logan Thomas a lot. And it says my connection's messed up, so I'm just going to not say anything specific here because it might be choppy right now. But once it comes back, I'm going to give you an answer. So just wait. Again, it might not even be that fucked up for you right now, but I don't want to go all in depth. And then, now it's back. It says it's perfectly fine. So I like Logan Thomas a lot. Logan Thomas has continued to show through the first 2 games that he looked good. He missed week 3 with a concussion. He comes back last week. He plays okay. I like Logan Thomas a ton. I like the game environment tonight. But I'm going to be honest with you, I like Hunter Henry more. I think that Mac Jones has found one guy that he trusts, and that's Hunter Henry. I think if the game was on, if they're on the 3-yard line against the Saints, they need a touchdown. They're not running it. They're throwing it to fucking Hunter Henry. They will live or die through Hunter Henry. The matchup against the tight end is okay for the Saints. Logan Thomas probably has the better matchup, but I'm going to lean with Hunter Henry just because I trust him more. Kevin says, half PPR, 2 flexes, successfully negotiated my first trade of the season. Sent Devontae Adams and Khalil Herbert for Ridley and Jacobs. How did I do? Thanks for all the videos. Round of applause. Round of applause for Kevin in the chat. Great job. That's a great trade. Now, I'm a Devontae Adams guy until I die. I'm also a Khalil Herbert fanboy. I was a Khalil Herbert guy in the offseason, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. We are now in week 5. We have seen Khalil Herbert. Bad, 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 good. Great, even. Jacobs, I know he started off slow, but he came up recently. Now, I talked about this early on in the season with Jacobs. Jacobs is a guy that signed the franchise tag late in the offseason. It wasn't like it was July, June, signs that John Hancock. He's in training camp. No, he was barely even there with the team. So sure, it does take more time to get acclimated to the offense. It takes some time to get your feet ready. So go ahead and make that trade. I love that trade. You said you already did it. I love that trade. I'm a Calvin Ridley truther. I think Calvin Ridley bounces back in a strong way. I think the Jaguars aren't as shit as they look. So I love that trade a ton. You got rid of a star receiver and a below middling running back for an alpha running back and a great receiver. So to me, that's a no-brainer trade. Kevin, great job. And I agree with Spock, guys. Spock might have said this 4 minutes ago, but hit that like button and subscribe. And look how great Spock looks over there. Spock, are those CDs behind you? Or is that a fantasy draft board? I can't tell. But Spock does look great in this picture. Just his picture. But I was just wondering if those were CDs or not. You guys like tapes or CDs? Very fucking funny. I know, Legendary One. I'm so famous, man. I mean, we already knew that, John. We already knew that. Guys, I have a huge job interview on Thursday. Now, it has nothing to do with making fantasy content. And it will not be the death of this YouTube channel anyways. But I do have a job interview on Thursday. So everyone wish me luck. We're going to kill it on Thursday. So it could be Nikki Big Checks over here, hopefully. D's or these? No way Tua's the MVP. I think Tua could still win MVP. I think Tua could easily be the MVP this season. And no, we can all get along. It's an old school joke, Vic. That joke is old school. It's an old school joke. We can all get along here. We're all friends here. Just so you guys know, I don't dislike anyone in the fantasy community. At the end of the day, I don't dislike anyone. I'm friends with some of the people, like the Fantasy Stock Exchange guys. If you watch them, I'm very close friends with them. I talk to them all the time. Those are really good friends of mine. I'm good friends with Caleb, who is on the channel. I'm good friends with a couple of guys that I really like. I love Andrew Kirchhoff. He's a really nice guy. He's messaged me in the past. All the guys from Stochastic, even though I don't work there anymore, have all been very nice to me, even after I don't work there. So there's a lot of great people in the fantasy community. Thank you, guys. And I'm going to try to do my best. Legendary One says, tight end, start one. Laporta or Coke Kent. Clark Kent, baby. Laporta or Cole Kmet. Let's go with Laporta. Now I know Kmet went off last week, and I know Kmet could go off again this week. But what I will tell you is that I really like Laporta. Laporta's been so safe all season. Could Kmet outscore Laporta? 100%. 100% Kmet could outscore Laporta. But we know that Laporta is very safe. We know that Laporta every single week has been a top 8 tight end aside from last week. So again, while people hate on certain things, right? While people get, they might get so worried about Cole Kmet, right? They might be like, oh my God, I can't miss out on Cole Kmet. And again, I get it. If you have Kmet versus some other guys, go right a fucking head and start Cole Kmet because I like Cole Kmet. I do. I love Cole Kmet. I think he's a great tight end. I was talking about him in the offseason, how I like him. It's just the situation confuses me and it's tough. But Laporta has shown every single week that he deserves to be in your lineup. So don't overthink things with Laporta versus Kmet. Sure, you can start Kmet other weeks, right? If you had Kmet versus, let's say, Musgrave, I'm starting Kmet 100% of the time. But Kmet versus Laporta, you got to go. Laporta, baby. You got to go Laporta. Legendary One also said McLaughlin or Zach Moss. This one is very simple. Very simple. If Javonte plays, you go Zach Moss. If Javonte doesn't play, you go McLaughlin. I don't think this week, I would be shocked if we get to Sunday and Jonathan Taylor's out there 80% of the time. I think Zach Moss is going to be out there a decent amount. Now, I don't think as the season goes along, right, as we get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the offseason, no, I don't think Zach Moss is going to be that great of a fantasy option. But this week alone, it feels like he's going to get enough touches to be fine. Again, he's not going to sink your battleship. Is he going to go out there and ball for 25 points? No, probably not because JT is there. But so again, to answer your question, if Javonte plays, go Zach Moss. If Javonte doesn't play, go McLaughlin. The job is, I'm not going to say what company it's at, but I will tell you guys, if I get the job, it is a social media job. Stock Exchange, legit channel. Yeah, I've been friends with them since before they even started their YouTube channel. They're great guys. Bush, Danny, we have been friends for a very long time. Those guys are very nice. And yeah, I try not to shit on anyone that makes fantasy content anymore. You know, in the past, when I was a little bit younger, I would try to throw shade at other guys. And I realized, you know what, Nick, that's not how you want to convey yourself, right? Because if someone said that they disliked me, I'd be like, what did I do? Right? Because I think I'm a nice guy. And again, I try not to make fun of really any other fantasy analyst, right? Because this shit's hard. It's hard. For some people, it is really hard to deal with. Like, I tell you guys to start the wrong person. There's some people where they can't deal with getting just berated. Like, Nick, you fucking idiot. You told me to start this guy over this guy. You fucking cocksucker. You don't know what you're talking about, right? Some people can't deal with that. Me, it is what it is. I get that people are going to make fun of me after I tell them to start the wrong guy. It is what it is, right? We all know fantasy isn't 100% skill. There's luck that goes into things. And yeah, trading away Puka was a crazy decision. Even with Cooper Kupp coming back, Puka's like a smash. Smash. Shane, what's up, my man? Greatly appreciate you. Pick 3 wide receivers to start. PPR, Kupp, Puka, Garrett Wilson, Chase, Watson, or Reed. Also, at this point, should I drop Moss? Nah, the job interview is not for PFF. But again, I don't want to air out what I'm doing. But I will tell you guys if I do get the job, there won't be the videos won't stop, but the release times may change. So like right now, we're kind of at 9 a.m. most days, and then around 5 for the second video. It might be like 9 a.m. and then like 8 o'clock for the second video, which again, I don't think people would really mind too much. It's still the same shit. It's just different times. So pick 3 wide receivers to start. PPR, Puka, Garrett Wilson, Chase, Watson, or Reed. All right. Puka, Chase, because I can't sit Chase. I can't sit Chase, man. Puka, Chase, Watson. Puka, Chase, Watson. Kupp, I think, is going to go out there, have a decent game, but I don't think Kupp's going to ball in his first game back. So I'm going to go Puka. I'm going to go Chase. I'm going Watson. And at this point, should I drop Moss? I wouldn't drop Moss yet. But I think after we see this week and next week, right, as Moss like straight up loses his job, yeah, I would cut him. So Puka, Chase, Watson. Not dropping Moss yet, though. Not yet. Glad I help you guys win your championships. I've gotten a bunch of comments about that. I try to help you guys a ton. You stream every day, boss? Sadly, no. Sadly, no. It is just it's not too much because, right, this is the easiest fucking thing that I do all week is just sit here and answer questions, right? It's so easy. But there's also something to be said about, like, if I go live on Tuesday, not as many people care. And on Tuesday, also, I'm loading up on videos at night, right? I'm grinding. So yeah, I could go live more than just today. I'm gonna be honest with you, or Thursdays and Sundays. But yeah, it's just Thursday and Sundays for now. But yeah, I try to go live. As we get later into the season, you will see eventually I'll fire up on like Tuesday or something, but it's not an everyday thing. And the one thing too about streams is if you're someone like me that's a like middle of the road fantasy analyst. Again, I think I give pretty good advice. I think people like the videos. But in terms of the viewership, right, I'm not fucking boosting off 100K videos, right? Which is fine. But if I post a video at 5 and then I go live at 7 or 8, it really hurts that video. Now, again, I do it on Thursdays and Sundays because that's when people want me to stream. But if I was to just go live on like Monday, for instance, it would really hurt the waiver wire video, for instance. Adrian. Ayo, Adrian. Have PPR start Mixon or A-Chain and Komet or Goddard? Great question. Great question. We're going to go Devin 2 chains. And then we're going to go. Hey, yo, Adrian. We're going to go. Fuck. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. My heart says Goddard. But my brain says Komet. No, actually, it's the opposite. My heart says Komet. My brain says Goddard. Goddard hasn't done shit this season, though. So you know what? We're going Komet. And we're going Devin 2 chains. Legendary 1, thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. I can see it on my other screen. It won't show it on this screen, but it shows me on the other screen. I really appreciate that. Thank you, good sir. Shut up. I will not. Claypool going to be good on the Chiefs. That would be funny as fuck if Claypool was on the Chiefs. Claypool literally seems like a disaster. He's just so bad. He's like no work ethic. I respect the grind. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, a lot of people don't necessarily understand how YouTube works. I don't expect you to, if you don't make videos, to understand how it works. But the streams take away from the video before. So if I was to stream every day, it would kind of dick down the second video, which for some videos hurts more than others. But I do enjoy talking to you guys. Is it pronounced Komet or Met? I think it's pronounced Cole Komet. How I Komet your brother. Do you think Justin Fields will do good against Washington tonight? I think he's going to do okay. Again, I don't trust him worth shit. I don't. I know he had a good game last week. I don't trust him. I don't. But I'm going to start him. Right? I'm going to start him. But I don't trust him. But yeah, I'd start him. Clay Fool. Clay Stool. There's some fire nicknames. Spire says A-Chain, Puka, Kyron, or Brian Robinson. Fuck, man. I'm going Brian Robinson and Puka. Spock, Howell tonight? Outlook. Should I start him over Stroud? I would start Stroud over Howell. All right. Start Fields or Love? I'd go Love. Dude, Nico's on fire right now. He is. He is. Play pool. Play cool. Wait a minute. 14-man league. I traded Ridley for Hurts. I got 2 at quarterback. Hill. Yeah, if you could trade 2, that's fine. Mixon or Khalil Herbert? Mixon. Trade away Jordan Love and Addison for Purdy and Miles Sanders? No. No. I honestly think you might be downgrading your quarterback if you do that. So no, I wouldn't do that. I don't think Miles Sanders is like this crazy option that we really need on our rosters, right? I mean, like Chuba Hubbard looks comparable to him. And we all know Chuba Hubbard, I think he's from Canada, isn't the best running back, right? You know who else from Canada? Mapletron, Chase Claypool. That's a fire nickname. For him to be so shit, that's a fire nickname. I had Ayuk, Josh. Oh, good job, Spock. Good job, Spock. You fucking smashed last week then, right? My lineups last week. Now, again, I might be lagging, so I'm not going to say anything. Okay, we should begin. But my lineups last week, it was looking so good. It was like, oh my God, look at this Nick guy. He's a genius. He played Tua, he played Hill, he played fucking A-Chain, and he played Gabe Davis. He's so smart. What a genius this guy is. The Dolphins and Bills, high scoring right at the beginning of the game. You guys remember? Bang, bang, high scoring back and forth. And then the Bills just bent us over a table. It was bad. It was so bad. But it looked good to start off, right? I felt like a fucking genius. It's like, look at this Nick guy. He's so smart, right? Nope. What an idiot I am. I think Purdy is still better than Prescott. I agree. I agree with you on that. What you mean? I'm sorry you already talked about this twice. 4. But it's okay. Gibbs, Moss, Herbert. My opponent is McCaffrey and Swift. I need prayers. Prayers up. Okay. Okay, so from what you just said, you think you are going to lose, right? Is that what you are implying? At least that's what it seems like. And from what you said, the implication is you're on a boat, right? The implication is that you think you're going to get smoked, right? You think you are going to get eviscerated here. So if that's what you think, then I would go with Khalil Herbert. Because if you think you're getting smacked up, then Khalil Herbert has the most upside, right? Khalil Herbert could get you 30 points, but he might get you 3 points because of the implications. So what I'll tell you right now is if you want the safe bet, you want 10 points, might get 15 points, go Jahmyr Gibbs. We know Jahmyr Gibbs is good for that. We know Jahmyr Gibbs isn't going off for 5,000 points, but we know Gibbs is going to get you 10 to 15 points. But if you want the upside shot, you want to swing your metaphorical cock and smack the guy in the face with it, go Herbert. Herbert might get you 2 points. He might literally get you 0, but he could also get you 20 or 25. And it seems like, from what you said, that's what you're looking for. So if it's my team, I'm probably playing Gibbs because I'm a pussy in this scenario. I'm going to play things safe. But if you want to go for the upside shot, you want to try to smack this guy down, then go ahead. Go ahead and play Khalil Herbert. It's going to feel gross. He might literally score you 2 points. He might. Go ahead and play him if you want. Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Show me what you're twerking with. Moore or Ridley? Ridley. Start Fields or Love? I'm going Love. Love me tender, love me sweet. I just like Love's matchup better. If you want to play Fields, go right ahead. Tony with the super chat. Tony MEDER. There we are. Meant to ask. It's all good, man. I got you. If you don't type your question in the super chat, I will find it for you. Don't worry. Except for there's been like 3 times this season where someone's asked a question and I couldn't fucking find it. I don't know why the hell it was happening. YouTube sometimes is on their bullshit. They hide the questions from you. I'm like fucking Dora the Explorer going under the bridge and swipe or no swiping. Screws me over there. All right, so back out into things. I'm stop making stupid jokes. Your question was Komet or Waller? That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. Realistically, Waller against the Dolphins defense. This Dolphins defense sucks ass. I thought Vic Fangio was going to fix it. Vic Fangio hasn't fixed anything. All he did was put Cater Kohu against Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs bent him over a table. I don't know what the fuck he's been doing, and it pisses me off. We have Chubb. We have JP. We have Agba. We have these guys that can rush the passer, and the Dolphins' pass rush sucks. They couldn't get to Josh Allen, and it's not like the Bills have the best offensive line ever, and it was very frustrating. Daniel Jones could potentially have all day, but the problem is the offensive line sucks so bad for the Giants that there's no way that's even possible, even though the Dolphins can't rush the passer. So what I'm going to tell you is I'd play Komet. I'm going to be honest with you. I have Waller ranked ahead of Komet, but I'm playing Komet because Waller, they both have severe downside. They both could fuck you right over. I'm going Komet. That's my answer. I'm going Cole Komet. Jazz. You like Jazz? The Mac Life. Shout out to Conor McGregor. I believe that's his brand, the Mac Life, right? My boy Conor. There's only one Conor McGregor. There ain't no fighter better. And he's going to knock out Floyd Mayweather, which he didn't do. That's the song. DJ Moore over Thielen and Zay in the flex. Or no. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, personally, I have Thielen ranked definitely ahead of Zay and ahead of DJ Moore. But Bryce Young kind of sucks. But the problem is, here, let's pull up the stats real quick. Problem here is that Adam Thielen has continued to put up solid numbers, right? Even Young sucks. Adam Thielen's been putting up. Let's pull him up real quick. And I know I'm probably lagging right now, so I apologize. I'm not going to say anything serious. Again, if it shows me like you're at like Z bars or whatever, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, man. Wait. Wide receivers. Let's go half PPR. Right now, Thielen is currently the wide receiver 10 on the season. I get that you should probably start DJ Moore over Thielen. I get it, but DJ Moore hasn't done shit outside of one game. And Thielen has been on fire. Thielen's been performing pretty well. You got the same hat, this Dolphins one? Fins up, baby. He's getting so many targets. He's getting 7 targets a game. And he's been playing well. Fuck, it's tough, man. It's tough. We still have some time before the game, so I'm not here like rushing these questions. I'm going Thielen. I'm going Thielen 100%. I'm going Thielen. I know DJ Moore sounds better than Thielen, but I'm playing Thielen. 100% go Thielen. I locked my mind in. DJ Moore, London or Myers, I'd go Moore. Debo is boom or bust. Only play him if you can afford it. Yeah, I think Debo is going to actually be healthy this week, though. It seems like last week I was really wrong about him. I have Chase and would like to trade him for a wide receiver, maybe a running back. Any ideas? Yeah, go for Waddle. Try to trade for Waddle. And another player. Andrew Rea says, Komet or Kittle and Sanders against my Lions or McLaughlin. Sent this a couple of times, but wanted to make sure I get your take. And have been thinking about sending some money your way. Great stuff. Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate that, man. All right. This is a good question. So the second one is way easier to answer for me. Sanders versus McLaughlin. It's Sanders. I get that Sanders hasn't looked great. But let's be honest, he was clearly banged up going into last week. I think he's going to be hampered going into this week, but I don't think it's going to be as severe. I would go 100% with Sanders over McLaughlin. You are hoping that everything has to go right for McLaughlin to have a great game. Not everything has to go right for Sanders. Sanders could easily just get 6 targets, catch 6 balls, have 50 yards, score a touchdown, and you're happy. Right? You need a lot more to go right for McLaughlin to be good. Good luck, Brian. I appreciate you, man. So, yeah, I would go Sanders and then Kittle or Komet. This is very easy. Kittle is as boom or bust as they get. And I talked about this all offseason. Kittle is either going to get you fucking 3 points or he's going to get 25. There's no in between. You will never see, and you've never seen it this season, where Kittle has 10 points. You don't see that because it's either a Kittle game or Kittle is silent like the night. So, I would play, look, if I want I'd play Kittle personally. But if you want that safer answer, right? You want probably 10 guaranteed points, go with Komet. I would go Kittle, but Komet's the safer answer. And then definitely the Lions over McLaughlin. I really appreciate you, my man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you always watching. It means the world to me. I love all you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tyler, I would go with Waddle and Ridley. Vic number 7 traded Swift, Ridley, and DJ Moore for Lamb, Olave, and Hall. Did it after Connor and Diggs trade. Thoughts also. Raiders. Isn't it Las Vegas? Like Viva? No, that is. Is that correct? El Viva Las Vegas like that. No, it's LAS. I'm too smart for that. The fact I even had to Google that shows I'm a bit of an idiot. But it is what it is. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been so stuffed up. The Raiders. Yeah, so that's a pretty close trade in my opinion. Because if DJ Moore continues to play well, you may lose that trade. But there's also a chance that Hall steps into the saddle. Zach Wilson figures things out. They start feeding Hall, and Hall ends up being a league winner. Because we all know how good Breece Hall is when he gets the carries. Hall was good when the fucking Jets offense was moving like limp dick with Zach Wilson, right? So they commit to Hall. Hall's going to be feasting. So I like that trade. Again, would I necessarily have done it? Probably not, because again, I'm Swift and Ridley and DJ Moore truther. I'm a truther of all 3 of them. But I like Lamb a lot. I like Olave a decent amount. I thought Michael Thomas was going to be a big factor for Olave, and he hasn't been. And then Hall. So I don't mind this trade, personally. I don't mind that trade. Bumbling, fumbling, stumbling, Danny Dimes. Pick 2. Ridley, Scary Terry, Christian Watson, Dameon Pierce, or Addison. I'm going Ridley and Scary Terry. ASB isn't practicing this week, so of course he's going to shred the defense again. It was reported, I think, today that he's going to play. I love this hat, by the way. This is the draft hat from last year. I got 2 of them. I got one with the, where it's like orange and teal, and then a teal thing, and then I got the all black like this. But no one gives a fuck. So I think ASB is gonna play. What's good, Nick? What's good, Justin? How you doing, my man? What's going on? Mickey D's Wi-Fi been okay. Gigaspeed. Yeah, dude, my Wi-Fi fucking sucks, and we already knew that though. I'm not even actually on Wi-Fi. I'm hard connected into the router that's sitting 3 inches away from me. You hate to see it. Najee ordered like 10 Big Macs. Him and what's his name? Zion Williamson were at McDonald's together. See, my fucking brain, it's like, I don't know. After I make a video during the day, it gets a little late, my brain turns off. And that's why probably a majority of the videos where everyone thinks the video is like hilarious, it's not made during the day because my brain works. It's made at like 1 in the morning when I'm just talking and people think that's funny most of the time. Nico, Ayuk, or Kyron? I'm going Kyron. Frank, thank you for the super chat. Fire hat, looking like Frank goddamn Sinatra. Dak, Russell Wilson, or Dobbs? Oh, this is gonna sound outrageous. I gotta get closer to the mic. But this might sound outrageous. But I'll tell you right now, I actually think Joshua Dobbs is gonna be the highest score out of those guys. Call me as crazy as you want. Call me as fucking outrageous as I might be. This might sound insane. Fly me to the moon. But yeah, we're going Joshua Dobbs. I know it sounds crazy, right? If someone told you week 1, you were going to start Joshua Dobbs in week 5, they would have called you crazy. They would have said, Nick, you're fucking crazy. They would have said, Nick, that's impossible. You can't do that. But Dak Prescott looks like shit. Russell Wilson looks like gourmet shit. So I'm playing Josh Dobbs. I know it sounds crazy. But Dobbs has continued to play well. I'm playing Dobbs. I'm playing Joshua Dobbs. I think he's going to play good. Again, it will feel gross, Frank, when you throw him into your lineup. You're going to be like, fuck, I played him over Russell Wilson, the guy who's won a Super Bowl, and Dak, the guy who's made it to the playoffs a couple times. I'm playing Josh Dobbs. This guy looks a little weird, Josh Dobbs. But playing Josh Dobbs. And finally, Dobbs got his jersey in the Arizona Cardinals store. Gibbs is on the wire. Drop Warren. Pick up Gibbs. No problem. Tyler, Mixon, Monty, Kyron. I'm going Monty and Kyron. Burrow slowly morphing into Macaulay Culkin. He is. Spock is my hero as well. Are you excited for Sunday's game and who you got winning? Sunday night. Because you waited all day for Sunday night. Oh, I was going to Google it. Who's playing? I know who's playing. It's the Cowboys and the Niners. That is exciting because it's a good primetime game. I got the Niners. Dallas is basically the Dolphins. Every fucking game they're in is a beatdown. And once you go up against someone that can somewhat play ball, you get fucked because you've been riding such a hot streak. The Dolphins smacked the Broncos 70-20. Then we go against the Bills. The Bills is a decent team. And the Bills fucking smacked us around. They front hand, backhand. Slap me around. Slap me silly. It's what's going to happen to the Cowboys. It's 49ers by a gazillion. What point does the Niners defense become relevant? I think they've been relevant this season, just maybe not for fantasy. Half PPR, pick 3, Ridley, Pittman, Mixon, Cup. Ridley and Pittman for sure. And then it's Mixon or Cup. I think both Cup and Mixon are risky. Mixon for 1. I know expert consensus rankings on Fantasy Pros have him inside the top 10. That's ludicrous. That is ludicrous. Joe Burrow is so bad this season. Again, I don't think Joe Burrow's washed. I don't think he took the money from the Bengals and is running like fucking Brock Osweiler did to the Texans, right? I think next year or later on in the season, Burrow's going to be fine again, right? Make Burrow great again, right? He needs to start playing better. But am I like fully jumping off ship with Mixon? I don't know because it's so hard for Mixon to score if they can't get it into fucking touchdown range. And yes, he's banged up. I know he's banged up. Clearly, that's very evident with how he's walking around in the game. Yeah, MBGA. Make Burrow great again. Got to get my fucking red hat on for that one. That'd be funny. If I was just rocking like a fucking Make Burrow great again hat, people would leave the channel probably. Because people would think it says something else. You know? So Ridley, Pittman, I'm going Mixon. Look, I think when we get to Sunday, Brandon, you can ask me again. And if Cup appears to be like 100% good to go, I'd go Cup. But I don't think. Look, the team said they want Cup to be at 80% to 90% to roll him out there, and they basically implied that he doesn't look that good yet. So I'm going Mixon. It sucks. Cup could easily outscore him, but Ridley, Pittman, Mixon is my answer. It's also half PPR. Hele Guerra. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong to anyone. I'm an idiot. It's a good team name idea. I'm going to tweet that out later. Make Burrow great again. Pick 3. DJ, Jay Jetta, Hollywood, Cup. Gotta play Jay Jetta. Gotta play DJ Moore. Now it's Hollywood versus Cup. Again. I don't 100% feel confident in Cooper Kupp this week. So what I will tell you is that I'm going Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown, past 2 weeks, beautiful. Dobbs looks great. This is a winnable matchup for the Cardinals offense. Take a ball. So I'm going Jay Jettas. You can't bench Jay Jettas. Never bench him. You can bench DJ Moore for Kupp, but I'm going DJ Moore, and I'm going Hollywood Brown. Jay Jetta, DJ Moore, Hollywood Brown. Slap with a bass. Deck, thanks for the super chat from Europe, I believe. Yeah, Trenzer, I know the Bills are top notch. I'm just saying the Bills are a good team. The Dolphins beat down on these bad teams. The Dolphins get smacked by a good team. That's what the implication was there. Sorry I didn't make it more clear. But I figured everyone would have gotten that. But again, you're probably a Bills fan, so you're probably like, Nick's fucking discrediting us still. This asshole. Deck, thank you. Etienne, Dobbs, Barkley, Debo, Thielen, Lamb, Williams, start, question mark. Okay. I need to blow my nose so bad. I'm going to do that. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. My nose is so fucked. It's so clogged right now. Give me 3 seconds. I'll be right back. It's only 3 seconds, though. Don't fucking leave. Don't you leave. Yeah, see that? Faster than Flash. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. Etienne, Dobbs, Barkley, Debo, Thielen, Lamb, Williams. Okay. At running back, you're going Etienne and Barkley. At receiver, you're going Thielen. No, you're going Debo and Lamb. At flex, you're going Thielen. Etienne, Barkley. If Barkley doesn't play, then you're stuck with Javonte Williams. Etienne, Barkley. Your receivers are going to be Debo and Thielen. Oh, fuck, you have Lamb too. Wait, hold up. Let me just type this in the chat so that we can get this better. Running backs for deck. Running backs, we're going Etienne, Barkley. If Barkley misses, go Williams. Wide receiver, we're going Lamb, Debo. And then if Debo doesn't play, then you're going Thielen. And if you need a flex, it's Thielen. There you go. It's really that simple. We figured it out. We cracked the code. Here. Etienne, Barkley. If Barkley misses, go Williams. Wide receivers would be Lamb and Debo. If Debo misses, go Thielen. And then if Debo misses and you need another receiver, go with Dobbs. So I hope that helped you. Thank you for the super chat. Ashwin says, Hawk for Kamara. Eckler, Cook, White, Higbee, Musgrave. Oh, man, that's tough. It's personally hard for me to want to get rid of Hawkinson because we've seen how good Hawkinson has been, and we've seen how unreliable the other tight ends in fantasy football are. Right? Every single week, you're locking in that safety net at the tight end position. Kamara looked really good. Whew. This is hard, man. I know your running backs aren't the best, but you can't get rid of Hawk, man. Especially for Kamara. I think I would need someone better than Kamara. Because the Saints don't look good. They really don't. Now, if Kamara's getting 12 targets a game, he's going to be fine, but that's not happening every game. So I'm holding Hawk. Holding Hawk. No, I think Dallas can beat the 49ers 100%. 100%. But I would take the 49ers. Andrew says, when's your boy Waddle going to come through for me? And if St. Brown doesn't play, is Josh Reynolds a good flex spot? Yes, he would be. And this week, Waddle scored last week. If you were watching the game, Waddle scored. But our stupid fucking backup center, this bastard that almost got Tua assassinated behind the offensive line. Illegal man downfield. If you remember when the Dolphins played the Patriots, the Patriots had 4 guys go downfield and they threw a touchdown. It didn't matter. Illegal man downfield doesn't matter. But for the Dolphins, it does. So when we start to mount a potential comeback, Waddle scores a touchdown, Tua throws it to him wide open, bada bing, bada boom. It's great. It doesn't count. Now I get it. Based on the rules, it shouldn't count. Slob on my Dobbs. That's a great name. But what I will tell you is Waddle is coming through this week. The Giants are not going to play man-to-man. The Giants are not going to play defense like the Bills did. The Bills did exactly what you need to beat the Dolphins. They were trying to get the guys off the break. They were trying to lock guys down, play press man coverage. Make sure that when Tua first looks at the guy, he's not open, because it's impossible to be open in half of a second if you're on press man coverage, whether you're Tyreek or Jalen Waddle. Good teams will do that to the Dolphins. Good teams like the Bills, teams like the 49ers, teams like the Eagles will do that to the Dolphins. Teams like the Giants that are terrible. Wink Markin, whatever the fuck Wink's name is, he's getting his shit pushed in by the Dolphins. The good coaches know what to do. The bad coaches don't understand it. So we know Waddle's just they're going to sit in zone. The Giants are going to sit in zone, and Waddle's going to pound them out all game long. That's what's going to happen. Lock it in. Waddle and Hill are going crazy this week. I can almost guarantee you. Cup's not even 50%. He's got to be better than 50%. Fantasy is also about who wins the game, though, because I think that who's winning the game plays a large factor. Obviously, who scores the most fantasy points is the most important thing at the end of the day, but there are teams like the Dolphins, right? They win the game. Hill's going crazy. Waddle's going crazy. A-Chain's going crazy. Mostert go crazy, right? So typically the better players are on the better teams. Jay, Wandale or Robinson? Mike Wilson or Cooks? Great question. Cooks has been a disaster. I'm sorry to anyone who I told to start Cooks or draft him. This guy prints 1,000-yard seasons when he's in Houston, when he's in Patriots, when he's in the Saints. But now that he's on the Cowboys, he doesn't do shit. Dak's throwing the ball more to Mike Gallup. He's throwing the ball more to the other team. Mike Wilson has one great game. Are we ready to crown him yet? No. We're going Wandale. The Giants are going to feed Wandale. He's guaranteed to get you 10 points. Now, is he going to do more than that? I don't know. But the Dolphins' defense is soft as baby shit, and Wandale's getting a bunch of targets. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate you. I hope everyone does have a great day. I appreciate every single one of you guys who stop by these live streams. It means the world to me that you guys actually watch what I put out. Puka is better than Cup? I don't think so, but I think that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Thank you guys for all the super chats tonight. We're at 34 super chats, which is just crazy. I know that you don't have to super chat, try to answer every single question, but it means the world to me. It's crazy. It's really crazy. 1 second here, guys. I'm going to answer your question in 1 second, Colton. Question, I apologize. If you guys are members on the Patreon, it's $7.50 a month. Again, you don't need to be a Patreon. You don't have to be. I answer every single question on there, and it's $7.50 a month, and you get my weekly rankings. Again, if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to, but it helps me out. So Colton, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate all you guys. Brian Robinson or Kyren injury? Hollywood or Ridley? Great question. Kyren's injured. Kyren's going to play. But 100% going Brian Robinson. 100% going Brian Robinson over Kyren. This matchup against the Bears is as wet dream as it can get for a matchup for a running back. The Bears defense is god awful. Brian Robinson is going to have a field day tonight, 100%. And then we got Ridley or Hollywood. I would personally, and I know I'm fucking looking like Casper the Ghost right now because I'm just looking at my rankings really quick. Hollywood or Ridley? I'm playing Ridley. I get Hollywood's been looking good, but I'm 100% playing Ridley. So I'm going Ridley over Hollywood. And I'm going to fix it. How much do I bench? Not a lot, bro. I'll tell you that much. I'm fucking weakling over here. So yeah, Ridley and Brian Robinson. Scary Terry or Nico. This might sound crazy. This might sound insane, but I'm playing Scary Terry over Nico Collins. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to play Scary Terry. And there is no Collins disrespect. If you were here in the offseason labyrinth, I was probably the biggest Nico Collins guy you've ever seen. I was banging the drum for Nico Collins in like fucking May. So I'm a Nico Collins truther throughout. Hey, there we go. This guy, Yeevee over here, bought the draft guide, and he's 3-1. See? It pays. It pays to buy the things. Now, of course, sometimes I'll lead you astray. You know, you might have drafted Justin Fields, and you're like, fuck, this Nick guy's a dumbass. I know, that's why I drafted him. Okay, see, you know. I play Scary Terry, though. The matchup is too good. The matchup is too good against the Bears to sit him. It's too good. Could Nico Collins outscore him? Easily. Yeah. I'm not here to tell you that, like, Nico Collins is like a must-sit. Or I don't even think Scary Terry's been that good this season. But he looked good last week, and the Bears are just bad defensively. So, I'm going to play him. I'm playing Scary Terry. That's why I want to hear your thoughts about Nico. Would you pick Moore over Nico? I would definitely play Nico over Moore. 100%. 100%. Okay, you guys do remember. You guys remember how smart I am? Now, again, I don't try to sit here and gloat about the things I get right, because I got things wrong too. But everyone gets things wrong, so don't feel too bad. I never feel bad about getting things wrong, because it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I'm going to bet Brian Robinson any touchdown score real quick. Here, wait, let me just cook this up real quick, and I'll keep answering more questions. I'm going to cook up a Brian Robinson anytime touchdown with Brian Robinson over yards. Cook that one up. Brian Robinson over 64.5 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to do, that's plus 212. We're just going to do $5 on it. Not looking to get crazy. Because again, on what a lot of people do is they just bet like what they would normally bet on a game they trust just on Thursdays. It's Thursday night. No, I'll just bet $5 on something. Most of the times I'm hammering like $50, $100 on these props. But again, it's just something I have a good feel about. So this one guy that's in jail, he's in prison. He gives out picks on TikTok. So I took that pick. He had Chicago Bears money line, Justin Fields, anytime touchdown, and 150 plus passing yards from Justin Fields. That is a prison pick. The guy's in prison. He's been giving out winners on TikTok from the prison yard. Fucking Andy Dufresne in there. I trust him. So I took that. I took Brian Robinson and Cole Kmet, anytime touchdown score, plus 750. And then I just took Brian Robinson touchdown and over 64.5 rushing yards for Brian Robinson. That's all I've got for tonight. Now, I also want to bet first touchdown score. I always bet first touchdown score. That is like one of the dumbest ways to waste some money. We're going to go $5 on Justin Fields, anytime touchdown score. First touchdown score to win 55. And that's all the bets for tonight. That's all the bets for tonight. It's just for fun. Just for funsies. Logan Thomas or Kyle Pitts. Logan Thomas. Reese getting 20 plus touches. I hope so. James Conner is a sick matchup this week. I agree. Alrighty. I got to pull up my lineups so I can set my lineups as well, but I will answer your question first. Bull, man. The fire name. Big Dick Nick. What's up, man? Bro, hot take. I'm going to start Luke Musgrave over Kittle. I have 2 hard-hitting receivers on bye, so I need points. Thoughts? No. No. Because your thoughts of you need a big game, you need the points, you want Kittle in your lineup. Because Kittle might get you 3 points, unless you just mean you need like 8 points. That could be what you meant as well, so you're not necessarily wrong. I might have just read wrong, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I gotta take Cooper out of my lineup. Put in Christian Watson. All right. So, what I will say is if you want a guaranteed like 8 points, go ahead and play Musgrave, but I'm playing Kittle. Don't overthink things, Bullman. I appreciate the donation, but you're overthinking things 100%. You can't sit Kittle because the second you sit George Kittle, I'll tell you right fucking now, George Kittle's going to get like 1,000 points. It's been written in the sand. It's written in the depths of the earth that is exactly what will happen. The second you bench Kittle, he's getting 30 points. Almost a guarantee. Almost a guarantee that happens. So I am sitting Musgrave and I'm playing Kittle. You can't sit Kittle. You just can't. You just can't. You're severely overthinking things if you sit Kittle. That's my opinion. Need 1 for my flex in the 14-man. Darnell Mooney, Kendrick Bourne, Josh Downs, or Darren Waller. I'd play Waller. I like that trade, Mr. John. Yeah, don't try not to get cute. Jizzy G-string. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Sit Dotson for Cup. Yeah, I'd rather just do that, right? Just play Cup. And then if Cup doesn't play, you can go with Jaden Reed. Should I trade Mike Evans for Chris Olave? Yes. Packers or Colts defense? Packers. Fields or Love? I'd play Love. Kittle is just a blocker, but at the end of the day, Kittle's going to get that game where he drops 30 points. He's going to. He's already had it once this season. He's going to have those big games. So don't try to overreact to Kittle because you knew that this was what was going to happen entering the season. Play Herbert tonight or wait on Kyron. Kyron's going to play. Let me know what Nikki thinks so I can get both perspectives. Tyron, let me try to find your question. My man, thanks for the advice. No problem, Bull man. Should I trade Devontae Adams for Ridley and Miles Sanders? No. What's up, Josh? Thank you, Joshua. It's no problem. I'm starting A-Chain and Kyron, so I need a flex. D-Hop, 2-2, Jacoby Myers, Khalil Herbert, or James Conner. I play James Conner. Pick 2, Terry McLaurin, D-Hop, Pittman. What's the move? The move is Terry McLaurin and Pittman. Trade away Barkley for Metcalf, Miles Sanders. No. Good luck to everyone. Yes, good luck. Good luck. Let me throw my lineups in real quick. I'm going to keep answering your guys' questions, though. Fuck, man. I hope T. Higgins plays this week, because otherwise my one team is just down astronomical. My favorite team that I drafted this summer is 2-2. Actually, no, my favorite team is 1-3. My favorite team is 1-3. I am 1-3 in redraft. 1-3, 2-2, 2-2, and 3-1. It's a disaster, guys. Exactly. At least in the leagues I have Tua, and I'm doing well. My teams look too good, and they just all fucking just keep shitting the bed on me. And I always keep making the wrong decisions. Last week I start Aaron Jones over David Montgomery, and it sinks my battleship completely. But who would have started it the other way? No one. I got DJ Moore in one of my lineups tonight. So I'm praying to the football gods above that DJ Moore is a good game. Aaron Jones practice is limited capacity. Start him or Pittman. I would play Aaron Jones, assuming he plays. So you couldn't wait on that. I hope I muted my mic when I burped, by the way. I don't remember if I did. What time you go live on Sunday? So I set my alarm accordingly. Okay. So Thursday is, Sunday, there's a game in the morning. So we are going to go live close to the end of that game. So it won't be the normal 11. It'll be like 11:30-ish, 11:45. Now, I will tell you, I prefer to go live at 11, but it's not going to happen during the games because during the games, no one watches. I will tell you that much. There will be like 60 people here. On Sunday, sometimes there's 200 people here, right? We saw there was like, I don't remember how many people were here at a maximum, so I don't want to say some number. And the people like, Nick, you fucking liar. There wasn't that many people here. But you get what I mean, right? There was a decent amount of people here. So I can't go live super early because, again, I'm just talking to no one. I'm half watching the game. And then people are like, Nick, pay attention, answer my questions. You know what I'm saying? So That's just kind of how I view things. The game is about to be begun. I'm in love with my team that's 0-4. That's just how it goes. That's funny. John. Herbert or Pierce? I'd go Pierce. Trade Waddle. All right. Bills, Jags. Yeah, Bills, Jags should be a fun one. St. Brown or Ayuk? I would go St. Brown. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the game. Rest in peace to Dick Butkus. I also saw that, Dad, on Twitter. Very sad. See you guys soon. I really appreciate all you guys. We'll be live on Sunday. Just my weekly routine. Rate my ranking team. Starting team. Hurts, Ridley, Anderson, A-Chain, Kyron, Kincaid. Besides your tight end, your team always looks pretty good. Not my trade, and that's like a 8.5. Marcus, you can Venmo me. The game's on Prime. If you want to just Venmo me to donate, you can. I have just a regular Venmo. It's my real name. It's my Venmo is at Nick Leopard. If you want to ask a question on there, just type your question in as the thing, and I'll just respond with the answer on Venmo. It's at Nick Leopard. It's a picture of me and my fiance in front of the 2023 sign from New Year's Eve. I appreciate you. A Cooper or Pierce? I would go Cooper. The game is on Prime. Dick Buttkiss, best name ever. I'm starting the Saints up against my New England Patriots. Yeah, Saints defense looks good. Cup logged to full practice in today. We'll see. We shall see. Ballsy, Tyron. Amazon Prime. All right, guys. I love you guys. Would you trade Kamara for ETN? Yes. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to head out of here. I got the emo hair right now. I look like fucking Jimmy Butler. I don't know if anyone saw that picture. Where are you? He looked like that. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys all. Have a great one. Hit that like button on the way out. I have the Dolphins D this week. Fins up, baby. See you, Caitlin. Thank you for joining the stream. No problem, King Michael Jacko. I appreciate you. Fins up. Nico or St. Brown? St. Brown. Non-PPR trade Fields and Gibbs for Barkley. Yes. All right. Love you guys. Have a great one. Gonna hit the outro. Actually, we're just gonna throw my logo on the screen and then we're gonna leave. See you guys.